In today's video, I'm going to be going over a ton of LEGO Star Wars minifigures that most people just don't realize are valuable. So, without further ado, let's get into this. So this list will contain minifigures that have recently spiked in value and that not many people know about. So the first minifigure we will talk about is the OG 212 Clone Trooper from the Battle Pack. Now this minifigure was generally pricey before at around $7 to $10, especially if you're army building, but it has jumped in price to be around a $15 to $20 minifigure, probably because people want to switch their helmets out with the new 212 troopers from the ATTE. Next up, we have a similar minifigure. However, I don't have this one. If you have this airborne right here, it's worth around $20, which isn't bad, but if you have an airborne like this one, except it has printed white hips, those go for around $60 to $70. So unless you really want to hold on to those, I recommend you sell them and treat yourself to some other figures that mean something more to you. Now, ending off the 212th chain here, we have Commander Cody from the new ATTE. Now, of course, Cody being in the widely available set would deter a lot of people from thinking he is worth a good sum of money. However, he does go for around $30 commonly, and if you are looking to buy multiple ATTEs and save some money, I recommend you sell your extra Codys to get around $30 back for each ATTE you buy. $110 is a much better price point than $140 from just one figure. Next up, we have a minifigure that I've actually already talked about in one of my videos, which is K2SO. K2SO was worth around $20 the last time I made this video around 4 months ago, but now he's nearly doubled in price at around $35 to $40, which I'm not quite sure why. He did make a small appearance in Andor, the security droid anyway, not K2SO himself, so I guess people would want a few more of these droids, but honestly, I think the price being this high is a little unwarranted. Next on the list, we have a minifigure that many of you may have because he came in a cheap set that was always available. This Boba Fett, which has slightly different printing than your standard Boba, along with yellow hands, is worth nearly $50 in new condition. Isn't that crazy? I'm always shocked when minifigures that are nearly a carbon copy of another go for way more. Next up on the list, we have a Wildcard Boba, the prototype white Boba Fett. This is also around a $50 minifigure, but many of you may have it because he came in a generally cheap book years ago, which I luckily got as a birthday gift. Honestly, this is one of those few figures on this list that is worth the price. It is just so cool. Though we are nearing the end of the video, do not leave yet. We still have some amazing figures to get through, and I have an announcement you won't want to miss. Getting back to the video here, we have a Luminara Unduli from the 2015 Turbo Tank. Now, her along with Quinlan Voss from the same set are each worth around $100, which is insane because the entire set retailed for only $90 in 2015, and it was commonly referred to as overpriced when it was on shelves, which I think is just hilarious. But unlike some figures, I am keeping this minifigure. Its printing is the best printing we've gotten for Luminara, and I don't think I want to sell it for $100. Maybe if it were worth more? Finally, we have the minifigure on this list that is skyrocketed in price the most, that being QuiGon Jinn. Now, this honestly doesn't surprise me because Tales of the Jedi had featured QuiGon Jinn, and all minifigures that are featured in Star Wars media go up in value, but what surprised me is that every modern Qui-Gon went up in value, not just the one with the cape or the one with the printed legs, but all of them. So if you have a fairly new Qui-Gon, you may have made around $20 for doing nothing, that is, if you were to sell this minifigure. I know I'm not going to. We're through all the minifigures now, but don't click off. If you want minifigures featured in this video, like the $50 Boba Fett for only $15 to $20, I recommend you bookmark my upcoming Whatnot auction, where we're going to have a Phase 2 Rex, Zuckuss, and many others in mystery blind bags. The link to the stream is in the description, along with a free $10 credit sign-up bonus for any new users who haven't downloaded Whatnot yet. With that being said, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and tell me in the comments below what minifigures you have that are on this list and any other figures that you notice have went up in value recently. Anyway, I will see you all in the next video. Have an amazing day. Peace out.